Hello everybody and welcome back to the Ambitious Peasant channel. Today's video will be different from my past couple of videos as we go back to one of my passions, which are watches. What I have here is a Tudor Black Bay 36, which I bought last year, and this is a review of the watch a year later. Last year, 2019, I decided to go on a sabbatical, and after around 6 months of being in between jobs, I finally landed on one and decided to celebrate that by buying a watch. So I think I was just making an excuse for me to buy a watch, but at least it stands for something and it commemorates something to celebrate about. So when I was considering the watch that I'd be getting, I was going through a list of possible watches, considering my budget at the time and my obsession with the Rolex Oyster Perpetual 39 and Explorer. I came across this Black Bay 36, which I found very simple and attractive. Going into the specs real quick, the case is 36 millimeters, lug to lug is 44, and the lug width is 19 millimeters, which is pretty awkward, and the height or the thickness is 10.5 millimeters if I'm not mistaken. And you can see that it's really scratched up and beaten up, but I really don't mind. When I first got this, I wore it every single day, to the office, at home, and it is very evident. You will see that it's all beaten up and scratched up. I'm not one who babies their watches, and yeah, you can consider this as my daily beater at the time, because it is still my favorite watch among my collection. And quite interestingly, I got more compliments, and this watch gets noticed more often than my Rolex watches, so that's pretty weird for me. But yeah, that's why it's one of my favorites. So I've been watching some YouTube videos on this watch, and let me show you the clasp real quick. You can see that from the desk dives that I've been doing, it got a lot of scratches, but there's an area here that I could have prevented from getting scratched up, because I think I may have been opening the clasp incorrectly. For the longest time, I've been doing it this way, which scratches, my nail scratches that surface right there, when I could have been doing this without having to touch that polished area there. See? No contact. While we're on the clasp, let me show you real quick how well made this clasp is. Let me just wipe this off real quick. So we have here the clasp, open clasp, and you can see the very legible Tudor logo right there, imprinted on polished steel. This is very sturdy and strong. Now, one of the differences of modern watches for Rolex and Tudor is that they use ceramic ball hinges. I don't know what they're really called, but if you can see those white things, white material there, it's made of ceramic. And listen to this. There you go. Nice crisp sound. Let's take a peep at the case back. So it's a standard Tudor or Rolex case back where it's tightly sealed and prevents water from going in. It shows the logo of Tudor. Older models will have the Rolex logo there as well, and links are solid. The oyster links are solid as well. It doesn't taper as much as a Rolex bracelet would, but it's almost similar. It doesn't have the glide lock for quick adjustments, but it is a well-made bracelet altogether. Pretty attractive watch. Now let's go and try to adjust the time on this thing. It is a time-only watch, so it's not really complicated. The movement, by the way, is an ERA 2824 top grade movement. So it will not have the in-house movement that the newer Black Bays would have, especially the Black Bay 58, which is very popular nowadays. And now we go to the part where I put on the watch and see how it looks on my 6-inch wrist. So I'm a rebel. I layer and stack my watch with my other accessories, and this is how I normally would wear it or style it. As you can see, I love arm candy. So I normally stack it with this Hermes click-clack in black enamel and palladium. Or it can be a different accessory altogether, so it really depends on my mood for the day, where I'm going, or what I'm wearing for the day. And that concludes my review of my Black Bay 36. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you soon, guys. Thank you and bye-bye.